today, folks. I'm Braap and welcome back to the Braap Shack. Today we're going to take a look at this machine here behind me. It's a 1999 Honda fourtrax Rancher 300 TRX. The issue with this machine is it's front wheel drive. The owner says that he was riding it, the rear end locked up, made some grinding noises. He dragged it home and the ass end was locked up the whole time, and he was able to jostle the rear end around and then it broke free. But now it's two-wheel drive, front only. Besides that, you know, he wants to get this body either replaced or repaired. I mean, this exact same thing happened to my old Hurton. That's why it ended up with that light bar in the middle, because for some reason the front of her just fucking melted. I mean, look at that. It's got to be that headlight. I mean, look at it. But anyway, yeah, that headlight doesn't work anymore either, that side. So he wants the body, he needs a new bumper and front rack. He wants the body either replaced or repaired. We probably just gonna repair it, because there was a body for this machine on eBay, a good used one. It was, you know, front and back together. It was like $400, but the listing is gone. And new panels, it's like $600 for the front, $600 for the back, and yeah, that's just fucking ridiculous, because that's more than he paid for this whole quad. So we're gonna diagnose the two-wheel drive, and at some point we're gonna get a rack and a grill, and you know, probably do some work on this body. Need one fender flare. This fender flare over here is completely gone. The splash guard is there on that side, and it's gone on this side. Other than that, the thing starts up nice. So let's see what it sounds like. Running and idling. Even when I warmed it up outside, it seemed like it was kind of on the verge of stalling. So let's give this idle screw a little turn. There we go, that's better. So now let's throw it in gear. Let's throw it in gear. Melted side is the one side that does work, but you can hear something. So we'll have to fucking see what's going on with that. So real quick here, I'm gonna pop off this boot, and with any luck we may be able to actually, no, I don't think so. I was gonna say we might be able to see inside of there, but I doubt it. The only real way to get a good look at this is to fucking yard it apart, really. So let's fucking yard it apart, I guess. Yeah. So I'm gonna get some tools together, and I'll fire this camera back up when I'm about to start. Alrighty, so what we're gonna do, we'll have to pull off the shock because it's attached to the axle tube. This one hub here, listen to it. That's how much play the wheel has in it. And it just free spins, and you can hear it rubbing on where the splines used to be. So we're gonna pull off that nut. I already pulled out the fucking cotter pin there. We'll pull off both sides. Pull off those two big nuts right there. Maybe we don't need to pull off those two, and the whole son of a bitch should slide that way, right out. Probably right into the side of my skidoo, so it probably won't come out. But in theory, that's what should happen. Then we'll disconnect the brake unit and the shock. At that point, we'll be able to take out this inner tube. Then there'll be nothing left but the diff and the drive shaft, all up in there. At that point, we can take a look at the gears. I don't think it's the ring and pinion, because when it was in gear, the front end was driving forward there. I put my hand here, there was no vibration. When I put my hand up here, there's vibration. There's probably U-joints in there, probably right up in there, or at least a U-joint, and I bet you that that's what's broken. I don't think it's the ring and pinion, but we're about to find out. So let's get to it. Start with this one. And that is good news. Grab a better light here. Well, not really good news, but actually most of these splines, they look like they're not really there, but you can, I don't know, this axle may be toast, but I don't know, splines on both seem quite worn, but I don't know. I know. Probably needs new axle. Probably needs a new hub. Go to the other side. out of the two nuts, so it's already, you know, almost all the way off. Oh yeah, nuts don't want to come off because of that fucking loose hub. There's mushroomed the shit out of that. This whole rear end's got to come apart anyway. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that this axle is toast. Pretty sure this axle is toast. And probably so is that others. That the left side hub. Well, this right side seems fine, but we'll see. We might be able to just get them in a kit, right and left plus an axle. But not 100% on that. I haven't really looked into it because the axle was, expect the axle to be bad. But I hadn't taken a good look at it either, so. No point in trying to take a good look at something outside when you know it's coming inside. So this quad actually drove here, grinding away like that. Fucking drove here in front wheel drive. Owner drove it here. And I drove it inside here. Had to take a little run at that ramp. Come on now. Oh, what in the sweet fuck, eh? This is yarder right apart. These back brakes ain't working either, so at some point they're gonna have to come apart anyway to be examined, so we may as well just yard this fucking thing right apart. That's not gonna come off, obviously. Why would it? Eh? Why the fuck would that want to come off? So we got a bunch of this is why you gotta watch. I don't know if you can see that very well, but from right here it's broken and it's missing all the way up to right here. That is from people Getting too rammy, shoving shit in there, trying to pry the drum off. You can pry off of this lip, but it's aluminum. And I'm pretty sure it's cast aluminum. And it breaks quite easily on all of these TRXs. The Foremans, the fourtraxes, they're all the exact same. And they all break really easily. There's an example of it. So careful of that. You can, like I said, when you're taking these apart, you can pry off of there. Just be goddamn careful when you're doing it. There, now you can see it better. But yeah, there's a chunk missing there. It's broken all right here. So, like I said, you can pry off there. Just you gotta be careful when you're doing it. Well, our rear brake assembly is having separation anxiety, and the fucking thing don't want to come apart. It looks like there's this big metal ring, split ring that goes around the inside of the drum. That thing is pulling out right here. The pads are, I don't know, they don't want to come out of the fucking drum for some reason. Okay, there's an O-ring here. That probably wasn't helping our cause any. Couldn't have been stopping us, but it wasn't helping, that's for sure. Can't be any fucking looser than that. Boy, Jesus, fuck. There we go. Now, here's the fucking brake shoes. Oh, that seal's fucked. that smells absolutely horrendous. Oh, that's disgusting. But splines on this axle are okay. And the splines in the diff are okay. One more nut. Okay, so far everything, this differential definitely has some nasty oil in it, but aside from that, it's not the diff. We'll be changing the oil in that motherfucker, but that's not our problem. Like I said earlier, it sounded to me like it's up inside there. Oh yeah. Watch this. That's all metal, by the way. Okay, so I guess we're gonna pull that boot, and then we'll pull this rear swing arm. Not really sure what that entails, but shit, I forgot you over here, guys. Sorry, but yeah. So I pulled this boot. And this is what come out of there. There's half of the yoke, or well, one of the yokes snapped right off. There's what's left of the U-joint, and there's the other yoke. Supposed to go like that. not like that. So that was pretty much what I thought it was. I said that at the beginning of the video, that I was pretty sure it was the universal joint that's in there. So have to order that. Nice clean. Have to order that and that and that. We will also need that and that. Over here we will probably want those shoes. They're beat up, but there's still quite a bit of them left. I mean, they could be cleaned and probably reused. I mean, I know the customer, he's not into spending money on things that don't need it, right? I'm not saying he's cheap. He's definitely not cheap. But, you know, he's a common sense kind of guy where why the fuck would you buy and replace something when you have one and it works, right? So we will need to find or make, maybe we'll make one, it depends, but a tool for that, to get that 4-tower castle nut fucking thing off of there. We're also going to need, I don't know what that is, probably a 15mm Allen key. Don't quote me on that size, but it's about what it looks like to me, 15mm. And that's our 4x4 problem. Other than that, and this old 300 looks like it's leaking a bit of oil out of the fucking valve cover, but I mean, look at that engine. Five-speed with reverse. This was a handy little unit. I mean, it still is, but I mean, especially back in '99, this was fucking, you know, pimpin'. Do the kids still say that these days? Pimpin'? Fucking pimpin', bro. Little carburetor. Electric start. And see, like, I like this. All your starter gears, they're one little plastic cover away. Another tank. That's decent. Just like those old fucking big reds. They always just beat up, fucking dented, but the same kind of lid as those old fucking big red 3-wheelers. And this thing, it's in surprisingly decent shape. It's weird that the melted light is the only one that works, so that's kind of fucking odd, but the customer also has he's getting one more 12-inch rim. We're ditching the 11s. He's also got some what are they? Mud lights. Some Mud Light tires, brand fucking new, that he's gonna throw on those 12s and throw on here when this is done. But yeah, so for now, that's gonna be it for the moment. I'm gonna make a little parts list and yeah, don't worry, I won't get into anything on this machine without you guys. So we're gonna fucking knock her out of the park there and ship it on back out to its owner like the others. And yeah, she'll be a a much happier machine when she leaves. Not sure what that's about. I don't know what they would have wanted to keep there. Maybe at some point somebody had a, I doubt it, but maybe they screwed a winch to it. Maybe that's why it's all ripped off. But yeah, we're gonna get her. So that's it for now, guys. And until the next time, have a gooder.